Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 14th day of October, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air right here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we're broadcasting at 103.3 FM, and if you're listening to my voice from anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to do that, ksje.com, or maybe you're listening to me through the new KSJE app, or you might have asked your smart speaker to play KSJE. But however you got here, we're glad that you are here. Also glad that our viewers are here too. The video of this program is streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. Coming up on the program this morning, we are getting our update from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Jamie Church is here standing by, and she'll be talking about all the upcoming events and other activities of the Farmington Chamber. So stay tuned for that, starting in the next few moments right here on KSJE this morning. Then later on this hour, like we do on Tuesdays, it's our Adopt a Pet Tuesday segment. We'll be checking in with Amber Francisco over at the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. She'll be sharing with us some of the details about some of the pets available for adoption this week, including Rick. That's the name of the good-looking dog you see on the screen right there, so stay tuned for that coming up later on this hour on KSJE. Next hour, Mick Hess is going to take us roving with the arts, our weekday classical music program, and much, much more. Mick always talks about local arts events, and today he is talking with musician Hoyle Osborne, that gem from Aztec, and Hoyle's got a concert planned coming up this weekend. You'll get the details about that coming up today on Roving with the Arts with Mick Hess at 9:06 on KSJE. There it is, the new KSJE radio app available now. You can find it on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected with KSJE wherever you go. Get access to our podcasts and much, much more. The KSJE radio app. Outside our studios at San Juan College, 56 degrees. It is a partly sunny morning this morning. We're expecting a partly sunny day today. Still maybe a chance of a scattered shower popping up, but getting drier for sure. 71 for a high in Farmington today. It'll be clear tonight with a low of 54, 71 and partly sunny again tomorrow. 56 and sunshine though on Thursday and Friday with overnight lows. Look at that, mid to upper 30s by the end of this week. I'll be back with my guest from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are committed to bettering the quality of life, health, and care of individuals, families, and our communities. Life is their sacred trust. Better is their mission. Here is their home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, improving the health of the Four Corners since 1910.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin morning program on KSJE.
And my guest this morning, as I mentioned, from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, Jamie Church is here, of course, for her regular update. Great to see you. Happy fall.
Thank you. Yes, it is fall, isn't
Right,
it?
it feels like it.
It is. Well, that's my favorite season, so I'm excited.
Is it really?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, yeah, it's everybody's favorite season, I think.
There you go. Well, that's true. Things are cooling off. We've got a lot of rain, and so, things are fallish out there.
I mean, a lot of rain.
A lot of rain.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
You know the saying, when it rains, it pours. They're not kidding about that.
For sure. That's very true. But great to have you here, as always, to talk about some of the things that are coming up with the Chamber. You don't slow down in any season, it seems to me.
No, we don't.
And so, you've got a lot of stuff coming up, right?
But I want to kind of talk about something we just had, and that was our big downtown poker run business after hours. And so it was the first annual. We hope to do this again every year. And I think it was great. I think it was really successful. We had, close 100 people downtown, and we had 14 different chamber members that were all participating So you went into each place and you got a card, and then we gave away a big gift basket at the end of the night to the person who had the best hand. And it was a loose poker run. I mean, I didn't follow all of the poker rules, but I think overall everybody had a great time. And walking around, there were just lots of people going into the different places, and all of the downtown chamber members had fun things going on. And then we ended up at Connect Space, which is the co-working space in downtown, and that's where we drew for the winning hand and gave away the prize. So I think it was great, and I think we'll definitely do it again next year. A new
tradition? I was going to ask you. Yeah,
I don't know. It's finding the right day, because there's a lot, as you know, that happens in the fall here, and there's a lot of different events. So I asked all for some feedback from the different businesses, but I think overall it was great, and we'll definitely probably do it. Definitely, probably. There you go.
I like that.
Definitely,
you're
probably.
Very committed, kind of, maybe.
Definitely, probably do it again next year.
Okay.
But anyway, so we just had that, wrapped that up.
Will we see like another marketing opportunity of Chamber of Commerce playing cards or something to use?
I did have playing cards. They all had our logo on the back.
You did?
Yeah.
See,
everybody.
That's what I get. Okay.
Now, what I'd like to do is maybe expand on that even a little more next year. But it was a lot of fun. So thanks to everybody who participated. And
I'm picturing images of your board of directors as kind of the face cards, like the Joker and the Jack, Queen, King.
See?
I'm just giving you ideas. That's all.
Thanks for the ideas.
You're welcome.
But it was great. I think everyone had a good time. So
good.
And then right away, we go into other events, and we do have a ribbon cutting coming up for San Juan College, actually, and that is this Friday,
that's right.
I believe. And it is for the new heavy equipment operator program. So this ribbon cutting is at 2 o'clock, or roughly 2 o'clock. There's a open house from 2 to 4. And so this is actually on Hutton Road. So it's at 800 Hutton Road. Which
South
is
Hutton Road.
South Hutton Road.
That's
sorry.
right.
South Hutton.
On the other side of the
South
river.
Hutton, yeah.
I think is how you
I
get
just shared it on our Facebook page if you're interested. But this is one of the other campuses of San Juan College.
Right.
And so we
have east, west, and south.
Exactly. And we've been to a ribbon cutting a couple years ago for the fire science program.
Same place, yeah.
But anyway, so that's this Friday.
Okay.
And then
And they've done a lot of remodeling, I think, of that building down there with new classrooms, and that's why I think the college wants to show it off a little bit too, along with this ribbon cutting.
Exactly.
That's a great partnership
we're
with the chamber.
Excited.
Yeah.
And we just were at another big ribbon cutting last week, I believe it was last week, for the new childbirth center at San Juan Regional.
That's right.
That was another exciting. I know that they have been working on that for a while, so it was fun to finally cut the ribbon. And we didn't cut a red ribbon; we cut a pink and blue ribbon that they had. So that was fun.
I can see that.
But there was a great attendance on that. We've had a lot of ribbon cuttings, and we have a few more coming up.
Good.
Including we've got the one for the new 7 Brew Coffee, and that's coming up on the 21st.
Okay.
And so that is people have been watching that come up on East Main. So that's on the 21st at 10:30, and you can follow along all of this on our Facebook page. I don't expect people to be trying to jot all this down because I can barely remember all of them, but very exciting. And then we have a fun save the date ribbon cutting on our schedule for the new Boundless Journey Adventure Park.
That's right.
And so that's
phase
coming
1.
up on November 3rd. Yes, phase 1. And so the Redcoats have been invited to cut the ribbon there as well. So that'll be in early November.
Nice.
And that is another exciting one. And if you've been driving on Apache and you've seen the progress of that park, it really is going to be something
very cool,
special.
Yeah,
yes.
very
so
cool.
I'm excited to learn more about that. So
excellent.
that's just some ribbon cuttings. And then you've got it up on your screen now. We have our Focus on Farmington coffee for October 24th, and this is going to be at Quilted Corners, which is another downtown business. They're a chamber member. So this will be fun. It's that time of year. You mentioned fall, so it's time for cozying up with some quilts and coffee. And so, yeah, that is free. These are always free. It's at 9 a.m. on Friday, October 24th. And Quilted Corners is located down at 224 West Main Street. So we hope people will attend. They have a really beautiful building down there, a historic building. And if you're into quilting, you will love it because they've got all the great quilting fabrics down there.
Right.
So anyway, that's happening on Friday, October 24th.
Okay, very cool. Exciting to see that. And then you've got another event coming up too at the end of the month.
The end of the month.
That we could talk about as well, right? So that's another big gathering of the chamber. Let me go the other way.
Yep. And that is, we did this last year. We did a event at Triple J Ranch. And so we're doing it again this year. It's called Connect Around the Campfire. It is going to be on Thursday, October 30th, which is the night before Halloween, of course.
Right.
And so it's just going to be a fun time to connect. It's not really a business after hours. It's just mostly a fun time to come out to Triple J, to sit around the campfire, to tour the property, maybe play a game of pool in the saloon, see the beautiful spot out there. And
it's really unique, really cool.
And we'll have some things for s'mores. There will be some food out there. And so Triple J Ranch is just about 10 minutes west of Farmington. And if you've not been out to Triple J, it is just a beautiful property.
Yeah.
And so this is just a fun night. It's not really anything, we don't have an agenda, or it's not a business after hours necessarily. We're not going to be charging people to get in. It's just come out and enjoy and connect with people. And we might be, I know Ryan Woodard is coming out to play live music. There will be food. We're going to encourage people, if they want to dress up in costume. We might have a prize for the best Halloween costume. We're still getting it all together, but
it's evolving.
It's evolving.
This event is evolving.
Well, and I didn't want to say too much about it until we got through the poker run, because I didn't want people getting confused about what we were doing, because we do have a lot that goes on with the chamber. Right. So this is going to be just another fun event for people to come to, and so yes.
But a nice way, and if you've always been curious about seeing the spot, or if you want to go back to check it out again, it's a great time to be able to check it out in the fall, because it's beautiful in any season, I would say, almost. So a great opportunity to check it out. And it's only, as you said, 10 minutes west of Farmington, which some people think is a long ways, but it's really not.
It's really not, actually. And so last year we did this, and I believe we did it in October last year, too. But the owner and operator of this, Susan Furry, has been my friend. I had her on the radio on this program.
That's right. You brought her with you.
So
yeah.
We have been friends since second grade, actually. So
She hasn't shared any stories. She promised that she would share some
no
Jamie Church stories from second grade, and I haven't heard of one.
I'm a very boring person. There's not very many stories
Not
about
the second
me.
grade Jamie Church, I don't think. Maybe today.
Grade. Yeah, second grade Jamie Church. But anyway, so that's coming up, and again, this is a great one to bring a friend to, because again, there's not an agenda. There's not going to be like a pay $5 at the door to get in. Last year, we were getting can openers to get in for free, because there had been a ton of flooding in Tennessee in that area, and they needed can openers.
That's right. I remember you reached out to your chamber colleagues, I think, to find out what they needed. We shipped 4 different shipments of baby wipes, can openers. Nice.
Oh my goodness, we shipped a lot. So anyway, that was what was going on last year.
Right.
And but it was just a really fun time, and so again, just to bring friends who have never been to a chamber event that you think might be, enjoy it, but this will be really fun. So that's coming up as well.
Very cool. There you go. Triple J Ranch in the Kirtland area, and again, it's a great place to go check out.
Yeah.
And really unique. The buildings are really unique. They've done such a great job with them, and I mean, as an event space and everything else, it's a really great spot.
So yeah, we hope you will come to that. So
okay.
And then we have a number of other things, business builder workshops. I know there's one coming up on taxes with Steve Oldfield, and that's coming up next month. And so again, these business builder workshops are always free, and we coordinate with the SBDC, so the Small Business Development Center, and we put on these workshops, and so they are usually from about 11:30 to 1. They're free, and they are always a topic of interest to our chamber members. So again, the November one that's coming up is on taxes, and I'm going to try to see if I can find out when it is.
Okay, and these are free for chamber members or free to anyone?
For anybody. So we do ask that you register through the SBDC. There's always a link, and that's so that they can track, and just know how many people are coming.
Sure.
But there's information about that on our Facebook page as well. And so we had one last month. I believe it was last month, September. Georgia Allen did one on, getting your social media marketing ready before the holiday season. A lot of times you are thinking, oh gosh, Small Business Saturday is tomorrow. I should do a post.
Maybe I should do a post.
Maybe I should do a post. So she did a great thing on just getting ready, beating the rush, getting ready for it. So that was just great information about, these things are coming. These, all the holiday season. Well, the holiday season, let's face it, is here. Because really with Halloween has now become the second largest as far as sales in holidays, just
Interesting.
next to Christmas
Really?
is Halloween. Yep.
Okay.
Halloween, between the decorations, the costumes, the candy, the parties, it is now second to Christmas.
Okay.
So we are in the holiday shopping
Yeah, I
season,
guess so.
whether you like it or not.
Right.
We're
There you
there.
are.
But anyway, so she had a really good presentation on that. But we always just try to have topics that are relevant. And taxes, you know, as much as they give me stress, they are something that are necessary. So
Good to know the ins and outs of those.
yeah.
And
well,
ask questions
especially-
too, I guess, right? If you've got
And
questions.
these are your small business taxes. So
Right.
that's what that information is. And then we head right into our fall season, and we will have the very popular business after hours for J.A. Jewelers, and that is a coat drive, and that will be in November. We're still working out the date,
Okay.
but I think it's the 14th of November. So that will be going on. So start buying your coats now for
Right.
kids. Yeah.
Right, when you're out holiday shopping, apparently, because we're in the
shopping.
holiday shopping
That's
season,
right.
as you just told us.
That's
But
right.
folks can do that, and if you buy one, why not buy two? And then you can
Exactly.
have a couple to donate or give one, keep one, and donate one. So
Speaking of that, speaking of donations, in our most recent chamber e-newsletter, the last two, we had done ribbon cutting for the Apache Elementary Community School Family Resource Room.
Okay.
Got that right.
Nice.
Which was very interesting. It is a separate little building just off. It's just behind the elementary school.
Okay,
It's located on
Apache.
the property. And it's not the only community school in the district. I think Tibbetts has one, and there's several others. But it is really a model of helping families. So it's not just the students going to school every day. It's actually helping the families. So kind of a holistic approach, so that knowing that kids are getting all the things that they need to help them be successful. So we're talking clothes,
Okay.
food, other resources. And so when we did the article on the ribbon cutting, I reached out about what kind of donations would they need for their family resource room.
Right.
Underwear is on their list right now for kids.
for kids. Okay.
Yes. So last year it was socks. They did a sock drive last year. This year, underwear, and for obviously both boys and girls, and from all those elementary sizes, as
Yeah.
well as jeans and shoes, and also food, shelf-stable food, so canned goods, pastas, things like that.
Okay.
And they're also trying to create a birthday gift closet. So they need things like cake mixes, gift
nice.
bags, tissue paper, maybe maybe a new gift or two. So really it's just about helping to support the entire family, because some families, many families are struggling, and so hygiene products, that was something else that
Right.
needed to be donated, so that they have these resources, and if they need them, so that kids can go to school and learn and spend their day learning, and know that some of these needs are being met for the family. So anyway, it was a really interesting ribbon cutting, and it is
Yeah.
a program that we sat in on a presentation, and I really learned a lot about, what families are needing. And this is all about helping kids be successful
Sure.
in school.
Nice.
So if
Okay.
you want to donate something, you can take them right to the office, the main office at Apache Elementary, and you can drop off your donations there. So
Okay.
if you're out shopping, here we are again, and you want to pick up a few extra jars of peanut butter or
Yeah.
pasta or soups or things like that, or gift bags or underwear or socks, any of those things, and then you can drop them off there, and then those will go in the closet, and they
Okay.
can use those. So
Good to know.
yeah,
And I
know.
guess too,
I didn't know.
Yeah, and if you have a neighborhood school and you want to see if they have one, a community resource room as well, you can check with the school and see.
That's right.
And then spread it around a little bit too, or come to Apache, whichever one.
Well, and we are doing the Professional Women's Summit, which is happening in less than a month, which isn't
Well, that's another
crazy to me.
another thing you're working
Another thing
on.
I'm working on.
Yeah.
So we're working, again, we are collaborating with the San Juan United Way, and we're doing a hygiene drive again, because we
Nice.
did this last year, and it was really, really successful, and we collected a huge amount of hygiene items. And so we have a graphic I'm going to be sharing a lot more later this week. And so if you are attending the Women's Summit and you want to bring in a bag of these items, and we will have a list of what those are, then you get an extra ticket to win the jewelry that J.A. Jewelers is very nicely donating for us to give away at the end of the day, which is what they did last year.
Right.
But again, this is just so that they give these items to the schools and to the different programs in town that need them. So kids coming in, because I don't know if you remember being in school, But kids can...
Been a long time, but I'm trying to remember,
kids
yes.
can kind of latch on to those things that other kids might be struggling with. And so,
sure.
yeah. And so it's just a way for kids to be able to go to get the things they need.
Yeah.
Because, again, prices don't go down on things.
No,
Typically, things
true.
go up in price. And this is just a great way to do these... collect these items, and then they get to the people who need them. And
Right.
so, yeah.
Well, and schools are a great place because they see these kids and
Yes.
they know maybe what certain kids need.
Exactly.
And try to do it in a non-embarrassing way and what have you. And so
Right.
it's a great way to have these things kind of ready to go
Right.
if there's a need in the school or with
And
a
we
kid
had-
in the school.
Exactly. And we had known this last year. The United Way had done some presentations on this, and we knew this was a need in the high schools. I think what surprised me is this is actually within the elementary schools, too,
Right.
that they're getting these donations
Sure.
of things so that there are resources for families so that they can, and it could just be a very short-term situation that families find themselves in, and this could just be of great benefit to them during that time. So again, if you would want more information, you can reach out to Apache Elementary or Farmington Municipal Schools, or call us at the chamber, and I can send you that list of things that are needed. So,
Right. Sounds great.
Yeah. So
Another
that's
great
what's going on.
partnership, again, in the community, which is why we live here and why we love living here, because we're always looking out for each other and, trying to help everybody, I
Right.
think, and,
Right.
even the most neediest among us, if we can do a little hand out, hand up.
Right.
That's
And
always
that's,
good.
connecting commerce to community. That's our mission. And so obviously kids and what families and schools. And there's also a fun event coming up that this is not my event, but we are going to be supporting it. The Farmington Chamber is, and it's a kids business day, and it's November 8th. And I believe it's out at McGee Park. And it's kids that are going to they have their businesses. And so
Really?
it's like a business circle. I know.
Okay.
I know. So I saw it on
Yeah.
Facebook, and I reached out and said, hey, this is something the chamber would really love to get behind. How
course,
can
yeah.
we support it?
Right.
And so we are, one of the things they needed were little gift bags for the kids for prizes.
Okay.
So I'm getting gift cards from some of our various chamber members. I got some great gift cards from Aspen Leaf Frozen Yogurt. Thanks, shout out to them for
There you
dropping
go.
those off.
Right.
But we are going to be helping with that, and then I'm going to go out and walk around that day and visit with the kids, and I thought it would be fun to even do little ribbon cuttings for them. But this is a really neat project that's going on, and I wasn't even aware of it. But these kids create their own business model, and they do a pitch contest. And this is
Okay.
for, I think 8th grade and younger, or elementary school. And it's a kids business expo. So I think that's something fun, and we're
Yeah.
going to try to get involved with that. And again, I'm going to try to share more about that on our Facebook page, so people that want to get involved. And I think
Sure.
that's what we're all about at the chamber, is helping entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship. And I feel like I'm just rambling on and on, but we have a
You're
new...
not rambling because you're sharing important information.
Well, and as I say
so,
something,
and-
something else pops into my head.
That's okay.
We
Yeah,
now
right.
have a new young entrepreneur chamber membership level. We
I
just
saw that.
started this.
Right, I did see that
Yeah.
with your first member, I think, too.
Carson
Right.
Stark with Bluffs Farm, and
Right.
he has a farm stand, and it's been very successful. And so we started this with Carson. I was talking to him at the growers market, and I thought, this is a great idea. So it's like half of what our normal small business membership would be. So for a small business, it's usually $200 to join the chamber, but our young entrepreneur membership is half that. It's $100, but you get all of the benefits. You get a ribbon cutting, you get put in our online membership directory, we share stuff on Facebook, all the things. But this is for any entrepreneur or that's starting a business, and if you're 25 years and younger, then that's that young entrepreneurship.
Right.
But again, all those benefits, you can come to these workshops, you can do all the networking, all the things, and then hopefully build that business and make those connections and then scale and grow. So anyway, that just started last month.
Very cool.
And
Very
we
cool.
have our first member, Carson.
Okay,
And-
congratulations.
Yeah,
Right?
congratulations.
You haven't had a ribbon cutting yet, though, right? You're
Not
gonna do that
yet,
in the
and I
spring,
do.
maybe, at the next
I have
growing
got
season?
to get out there because they're at the end of the growing season,
Yeah.
and so we may try to squeeze one in here by the
Okay.
end, because now the temperatures are starting to get cold, and so I don't know, but I need to reach out to Carson to see if he wants to try to schedule something
Gotcha, okay.
real quick here at the end of the year. He's just been so busy. It's
Yeah.
hard when you're watering and picking
Sure.
produce and selling produce and getting produce to the Saturday growers market. It's he's been super busy. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's really exciting to have this membership. And we welcome any young entrepreneurs that want to take part.
Under
in that.
25.
Yeah,
So
25 years and younger is the
qualifications, I guess.
That is the qualifications.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of exciting to help support entrepreneurs,
I think
young
that's
entrepreneurs.
Great.
So.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So, nice.
So then that's going on. My goodness, what else?
Yeah.
What else is going on?
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And we do have the Women's Summit, which we mentioned, which is sold out. However, the Speed Networking Night, which is November 5th, we are still selling tickets for that. So that's going to go, we're going to really start promoting that in tomorrow's e-newsletter. So if you're interested in attending the Speed Networking VIP reception, you can buy a ticket for that. And it's $50. But the Speed Networking lasts about an hour. And you don't have to be a chamber member to do this.
Open to anybody.
This is open to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a ticket, you show up, we have big tables, and you sit at a table with about 8 people, and you have approximately 10 minutes to speed network. And in that 10 minutes, you're supposed to kind of do your little tagline or 1 minute elevator.
Speech.
Yes, this is good practice on an elevator speech. And then you exchange business cards, and then I ring a little bell, and then you go to another table. So you're really getting a great networking time with about 100 to 150 people, okay?
Yeah.
So it's a really good opportunity to network. And then we go right into our VIP reception. We have live music. The Zia Chicks will be there doing live music. We have food from Clancy's. We have a cash bar. And this is a great time to meet, for us to thank our sponsors of the Women's Summit. We try to get some of our speakers at this VIP reception. Mm-hmm. So again, really fun kickoff to the Women's Summit, and it is open to anybody. Nice. If you bought a ticket to the Women's Summit, it's included in your ticket, but this is a way for people, to come to the
Since it's sold out, you can still be a part of it anyway, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that will go out. We're going to start sharing information on that here this week.
Okay.
And then that pretty much brings us to the end of the year.
Oh, wow. Well, we're rambling towards it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And I'll give a shout out as well to YPN, which is the Young Professionals Network. I just saw that they're getting ready to start getting parade entries. So
Christmas
in the past,
parade,
the Christmas parade. So the Christmas parade is still going to be the first Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And the Chamber of Commerce, the Farmington Chamber, is no longer the organization that is organizing the parade, but YPN, or Young Professionals Network, is the organization that has taken that on. So they are, I just saw, starting to put information out and taking parade entries.
Okay.
So
that would be December 4th.
That would be December 4th, and so we will be sharing that in our newsletter as well.
Nice.
So if you want information about the parade, you really can get it through their social media page. But of course, if you call the Farmington Chamber, we're happy to send the information to you. Because that is a very popular parade. And already we've been getting calls at the Chamber about the parade and sending them there to the YPN's site.
Okay.
But,
they did a great job last year.
Yeah,
the
they
parade
did a
was
great job. That's right.
And looking forward to it again this year. So exciting.
Yeah, you did the live broadcast,
We
right?
did, of course. Yeah.
And so it is a very popular
It snowed
event.
on Main Street. It was
I
awesome.
know.
It was awesome.
Snow on Main Street. It's
right.
Awesome. So we're happy to help share that information. And they did, like you mentioned, they did a great job with the parade last year. Yeah. So it's coming up here though. So,
that's true.
Anyway.
But there's a lot of moving parts, and they've got a lot of good people that are helping to make it happen. So we're glad to see their efforts and support them. So very cool. Well, that's a lot.
I don't even know if I have any more time. I've been just
We're just about out of time.
We're
just about out of time, but that's all right, because we'll just remind folks about your other events that are coming up, like your Focus on Farmington Coffee event, which is going to be on the 24th. As I squeak my chair, 24th next week.
If you have never been to a Focus on Farmington Coffee, you should come, because there really is, again, no agenda.
Right.
All I do is really thank the person who hosted in this Summerville Quilted Corners.
Yep.
This really is about connecting and finding out more about what's going on in the community, and everybody is welcome to attend these.
Right.
So if you've never even been downtown Farmington, which would be hard for me to believe, but I mean, if you've not been down to Quilted Corners, it's a great opportunity for you to visit a business maybe you've never visited, but also you're going to connect with a bunch of people and find out what's going on. And sometimes I do a little okay, what's happening in the community? But honestly, that I've almost stopped doing that because there's so much happening in the community. There's so many good things happening. We're coming into craft show season. We're coming into the holiday season. We've got Halloween here in a few weeks. We've got our event happening at Triple J. There's just a lot of great things happening. So the coffee is a wonderful way for new people in the community to come to something and find out a lot about our community and what we have going on. So
very true.
If you've never been, you should come.
That's true. And bring a friend.
Or
friend. 2 or 5.
And they're free.
Yeah.
And we always serve coffee, and then it's just a great event. And then if you want to know more about 7 Brew, which is also coffee, you can come to their ribbon cutting.
That's true.
On the 21st.
Right. Very true.
I think they'll have samples. So
they might. So that's exciting. And then the other event will be the week after, actually, on the 30th, right? The day before Halloween.
That's right. Day before Halloween out at Triple J Ranch from 5:30 to 8. And again, this is just a connect around the campfire. There's no cost to get in. And I will bring all the s'more supplies, and so it'll be a lot of fun. Live music by Ryan Woodard, some food, and it's just a beautiful spot out there. So
there you go, and a bonfire. So wonderful.
All right,
Jamie Church, thank you for coming in.
Yes.
Always great to catch up with you.
Thank you. Thanks.
And try to keep track of everything you're involved with, but it's a lot. But you've got a very talented staff and group to help. I know too. It's not all you, although you are the dynamo that keeps it going.
Well, we do have a great staff. We also have a great board of directors, and so we couldn't get it all done without our board of directors. I do want to quickly mention we do collaborate very closely with Four Corners Economic Development, and they're getting ready for their EDGE Awards, which are going to be in November, and they are asking for nominations of businesses for the EDGE Awards.
Right.
So if you want to know more about how you can nominate a business or submit your business for that, you can go to their website, which is the letter 4
Corners ED.
.com. Thank you. And again, we collaborate very closely with them. I know that they're looking for businesses and nominations, so you can contact them if you'd like more information on that. But the EDGE Awards are another wonderful way to recognize our business community. So,
exactly. And these are businesses from throughout San Juan County that are eligible for these
San Juan County, not
EDGE
just
Awards.
Farmington.
Right.
Because we are also getting ready to put out our request for nominations for our business and citizen and nonprofit of the year. So those will be going out as well here pretty soon, asking for those submissions. So it's that time of year.
Okay.
All the things.
There you go. As we say, stay tuned.
Yes,
everybody.
stay tuned.
So very good. Jamie, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you in a month.
Yeah, see you in a month.
Okay.
All right.
That's Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. My guest this morning right here on KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.